Always meet girls at the date, on the first date, and never pick them up. And here's why. So many of you that follow me know that I am a fan of Coach Corey Wayne's work. You know, I learned a lot of what I know by studying Coach Corey Wayne's work, and I'm one of the few people that went out into the world and really applied it on a mass scale and took it and applied it to modern online dating advice and, you know, made it more relevant to today. And one of the things that Coach Corey Wayne talks about is meeting a girl or going to her house, picking her up, and opening the door for her for the first date. And I'm cherry picking this out because so much of what he says is so on point. But this is just one of those things that's not relevant today, and it doesn't work very well. And I want to talk about why. So particularly with online dating, you know, that girl she doesn't know what you're made of, you know, especially if you're not using my video method where you send a video to the girl on the front end. It's just too many variables. It's too much of a gamble. She doesn't know if she wants to be in a position where she's stuck with you and she can't get home without causing a scene, like calling a friend to come get her or something like that. Girls are not going to be convinced about who you are and what you're made of until they've actually spent time with you to feel you out. And for this reason, it's fine to pick up girls for a second date or whatever. But on the first one, you've got to give them that chance and that freedom to come feel you out, you know, so that way they can make up their mind about you. Now, when I was single, you know, I didn't necessarily take all my own advice. Of course, I never spent time picking up girls on first dates. But I did do things like negotiate overnight stays with girls when I hadn't met them before. And every time a girl was actually willing to do that, it never turned out to be the thing that I wanted it to be. So you will find girls that are open to that, right? But typically speaking, the ones that are open to that are not going to be the ones that you actually want in your car for that amount of time. That's not a universal rule, but it's pretty solid to bet on. So for first dates, make reservations, meet them there. Ideally have like a part 2 plan to the date. Maybe she'll still even go home with you. She leaves the car at the date. But at the end of the day, let her meet you at the restaurant that you have reservations to or the first place that you meet. Drop your thoughts in the comments and follow me for more dating advice.